Welcome back to MidPoint, his fifth term in the U.S. House of Representatives from the 1st District of Texas, Vice Chair of the Subcommittee on Crime, Terrorism, Homeland Security, and Investigations, Congressman Louie Gohmert. Congressman, we got a bunch of stuff to get in here, so I'm going to make sure we run right through it and get it all in. Let's go ahead and start, because Steve King, the Republican from Iowa, says Republicans must keep open the option of impeaching President Obama if he moves aggressively to create a legal status for millions of illegal immigrants after the election, the executive order. You agree?
Well, I think I love Steve like a brother. I don't have a better friend in Congress. But I think it's a little premature to be talking about that. I am hopeful if the American people show up at the election and make so clear to the Democratic Party, even to this president, that he cannot keep this country on the destructive course he's got us on. I'm hopeful that he will back off of what he's committing to illegally do.
Why would he back off, though, Congressman? Because he hasn't shown any inference whatsoever to back off yet.
Ed, if he takes action that's going to completely destroy the Democratic Party, then everything he was hoping for as a legacy will be gone.
In your opinion, then, has Barack Obama come close, or is he about to destroy the Republican Party? And there might even be some people on the Republican side who would say it'd be, or rather, I should say, destroy the Democratic Party. Maybe the Republicans would say that'd be a good thing.
Well, I actually believe that having opposing sides on issues is a very good thing. I think you need at least two parties. So I don't want to see the destruction of a party. It's good to have debate, unless, as my late mom used to say, and I forget where she heard it, but when two people agree on everything, one of them's unnecessary. It's good to have discussion, debate, opposing views to help get to the right decision. The problem with this president is, while we're having a debate and discussion and we're reflecting where America is divided on issues, the president just goes ahead and takes illegal action, and that is a major, major problem.
With regard to that illegal action, Janet Napolitano recently said in the Washington Post that if Congress refuses to act and perform its duties, I think it's appropriate for the executive to step in and use his authorities based on law as far as immigration. I would imagine that you do not agree with Ms. Napolitano.
Well, she sat right in front of me in a hearing and lied, so it's a little hard for me to put a lot of stock in what she says when she's not even under oath and has a penalty of perjury. Also, of course, she is someone who appointed to her top advisory committee someone who we warned her. He is tied to the Muslim Brothers. He has taken action in violation of our classified system. She gave him a secret security clearance without proper vetting, and finally he had to be allowed to resign.
Why would she do that, Congressman? Why would you do that?
Let me just say, after he tweeted out that the worldwide caliphate's inevitable recently, they finally had to let him go. Look, this is a person who did severe damage to the country. We appropriated $4 billion to build a big part of the wall, virtual wall, and she just decided to ignore the law and say, I'm not going to do that anyway. So it's hard to take her seriously.
I got about a minute and a half left here. Let me get down to Wendy Davis. On Sunday, she was urging Democratic voters at black churches to turn out and give her the win. She says, I know that God gave me the blessing of struggle so that one day I could be a voice for people across this state. Do you think that she has found enough of a will and enough prayers to get her elected?
I think that she's showing the same will she had when she let her husband pay for her to get through law school and then divorced him the day that law school was finished and paid for. So she's got a lot of will, and that makes her interesting.
Who would you trust more, Janet Napolitano or Wendy Davis, then?
Boy, there's a Hobson's choice. What difference does it make?
You get to make that choice, though. I mean, is Wendy Davis at this point right now, simply put, the person that Texas better not trust because it'd be a bad idea for your state?
Of course not. Greg Abbott, I've known him for 22 years. We became district judges at the same time. I trust Greg. He will be an awesome governor, and I look forward to him leading Texas. I think he will do a fabulous job. I'm just thrilled he's running.
Congressman, I only got about 30 seconds left. There are some people who say that sometimes you say outrageous things just to get the press. What do you think?
I don't say outrageous things to get the press. It's amazing. So often I get quoted and people say it's outrageous, and then a year or 2 years later, people go, wow, he was right all along. I was right about Elibiari. People thought that was outrageous. Napolitano said I was outrageous. Sometimes you say things that may appear outrageous in the moment, but you know, it just actually is a testament to how far we've moved in the wrong direction.
We'll wait and see what happens down the road when they listen to all this interview as well. Congressman Louie Gohmert, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much, Ed.
All right, take care. After the break, MidPoint continues.